Hey, so I'm back to playing Fate. This is one of my accounts, so this is actually the first game. I am just kind of going through to see how
You enter the
wickedly
portal.
overpowered I am compared to most of the creatures. My highest level I've gotten to now is level 43 in the dungeon, so I'm just kind of trying to continue that and see if I can level up based upon that. So for most people in this game, they don't like to complete each level as they go through. Oh my god, I hate bats. I love the animal, but I hate the bats in this game because they just swirl and they're a pain in the ass to hit. So it's just kind of a collect. Plus then I can, get some spare cash and try and buy myself some fame level. Because why not? Because it's not really worth buying any of the objects besides the green health potions. My whole trunk in town is full of them. Because I just kind of fill up, and that way, like, if I die, I don't have to worry about, like, oh, I don't have any health potions. And half the time you can find better equipment and enchantments and stuff around the dungeons themselves. So I try not to save too much. I do have a shield in storage, but that's about all I keep on a basis. Did I go this way alright? Yeah, go this way now. So I like to complete each floor, and I missed that. Just because you never know it, you're fine. Plus I've got I don't have a lot of free time on my hands, but I have quite a bit. So we can probably just head down now because I'm pretty sure this one's complete. But before I do, I'll transfer the items I'm holding over to my pet. I have a lot of potions right now just because my trunk in town is actually quite full. So I don't have a place to put it. So I took all my purple vials and my single shots out so that way I can just use those up. Usually on levels though, I tend to just use...
You have sprung the trap.
Nice. I tend to just use a healing spell, so not to waste any gold that I have spent on those items. Antidotes are really useful to have. Especially I've noticed since I've gotten to level 40 and 43 because they have a lot of poisonous wyverns and the tunnel. I want to say they're caterpillars, but I don't know if they're considered. I think they're tunnel crawlers, but they're poisonous. I think that's the term for them. I don't see them too often. Like, I can hold my own now against some of the larger creatures now on those levels, but it seems like no matter what I do, I just get, like, completely bombarded. So say, like, if I have a quest to defeat one boss, there's, like, 4 bosses there. And it's kind of a pain because then you're sitting here and you're like, well, I could have done this without dying if there was only, like 1 or 2 of you, but not like 4 plus all of the creatures that you've spawned.
You have been poisoned.
I'm not going to worry about using an antidote too much on the lower levels because it will just go away over time. So like, that's only 6 seconds. Yeah, I'm fine. The higher you get though, the longer the poisoning stays. So that's a different story. Because I've had it last where it was almost like 3-4 minutes for one poisoning, and that only took like a minute amount of health. I know I'm not really going in a straight line. I'm just kind of running around like crazy.
You have sprung the trap.
Here's an antidote. So I'm just kind of... I'm just completing as I go, but I'm also just running around in a circle, because why not? It's really nice killing bosses on one hit. That's super cool. I haven't done that in a long
You
time.
have sprung the trap.
Oh my god. Usually I don't spring that many traps. A lot of people have suggested to me to shoot each one, but then I'm like, I'm not really a fan of hitting with ranged attacks unless it's magic. Am I full? No, I'm not. Because honestly, it takes longer, which I understand if you up your bow skill, it probably wouldn't be so long. But I usually stick with melee in most of the games I play, because I feel like it's just more satisfying in general.
You cannot carry anymore.
Okay, we'll have to go back to town. Especially in like
You have
Skyrim
sprung
and
the
stuff.
trap.
I really appreciate a satisfying crunch when Warhammers hit.
You enter the portal.
It's just kind of one of those things. Like, I grew up playing Halo, and with Halo I would always use the gravity hammer, and even when like all the actual special skill ran out, I would just sit there and like wham on people because it was entertaining.
You feel refreshed.
I'm honestly really excited that they're making a Halo reboot. Hey, excuse you. Halo reboot for the PC. It's supposed to be coming out soon, so hopefully I can play it sooner rather than later. With these, I don't really pay attention to stats too much on these, considering they're all lower level items. What is that? I already have that. Minor group heal spell. I'm pretty sure I already have that one. I'll have to check. I think I actually may have a major one. I'm just selling the littler ones, so I really don't need them. I have a greater group. Okay, so I'll just sell that.
Good day to you.
Better safe than sorry to check. Let's see if I actually ship some of these in. If not, I might have to sell some off. Oh, yeah, no. We'll be fine. We'll just keep them and use them throughout. Because probably when we get up to like 15, 20, we'll need some.
You step into the
And I'll
portal.
just switch my green ones in my hockey bench over to the purple ones, so that way I can use the purple ones up first. Because I'd prefer to keep my green ones for higher levels. There's the door. Oh, hello. It's just a really nice, relaxing game to play.
You have sprung the trap.
Nice.
You are poisoned.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes I feel like I just sass him way too much, even though, you know, he's just like trying to be helpful, but at
You
sometimes
cannot
it's like
carry anymore.
like that. It's just kind of like, thanks, Captain Obvious. Let's rearrange this a bit so I can actually fit stuff in here. And there we go. Maybe we can fit some more. There we go.
You have sprung the trap.
Some of the level, like, art is, like, really, really cool. I really
You
appreciate
are
it.
overburdened.
Lord have mercy already. That's the only problem with having so much stuff in my pack, is I constantly have to go back to town. I really wish, like,
you enter the portal.
in Dungeon Siege games, they would have where you could actually transmute any of the items you had with gold. And there's a specific spell for it. That was really, really nice, because then you didn't have to like sit there and like go back to town every time, like worry about, ooh, that's a really pretty color. What's mine at? Oh, never mind. You didn't have to worry about being overburdened at all. So, yeah, that's such a pretty color though. I mean, mine is, what is mine? Inventory. It is yellow. It looks brown on me though. Like these both look brown. All of my stuff is pretty high level, which is nice, but at the same time, like, it's hard finding like
portal.
nice looking armor that matches, that has such good stats, without having to like enchant it consistently. Alright, we'll go down this way. Or to make sure you have sockets on it so you can add enchantments. Like, I probably could find higher actual armor defense on the items that I currently have, but the statistics that they have on them is so just broken that I don't want to get rid of them because it works really nicely. Alright, we just got one part left on this little dungeon map. Oh, nope, that is the door that I would like. I'm surprised that one took too many shots. Gold rhythm. Alright. Skadoodle this one. I have a Switch port coming in tomorrow, which I'm super excited about because then I can start streaming bits of Diablo as well. I really enjoy playing, like, full playing Diablo. It's just kind of a completionist game that I also enjoy. So this and Diablo are both pretty close favorites for me for dungeon crawlers that I have found that I'm really liking. I haven't beat Diablo 3, but the first time I played it, I was a Crusader, and this time I believe I am a Necromancer? I did have a file that was a Witch Doctor, but I haven't played that file in forever. Let's see if I can... There we go. I try to organize everything so that way I'm not sitting here when I'm in town like, oh, I got no room in my pelt kind of thing. Oh. Hopefully the sound on this game is turned down enough so you don't have to like strain to hear me.
Sprung. You are poisoned. Your pack is full.
Let's see, how long's that one gonna last? Yeah, like 5 seconds, so I'm not worried. Yeah, I mean, I guess we'll go back.
You enter the portal.
I mean, at least I have the town portal spell, so I'm not wasting like books or gold on that.
How do you?
I'll get a little bit more cash that way. Where are my boots at? Oh yeah, Jesus.
You step into the portal.
Where are you going there, bud? So, since this one is technically the first Fate game, it doesn't have as many upgraded pets. So, like in this one, I believe the unicorn or the basilisk are the actual best. But I don't think you can keep your pets in that form for longer than what the fish allow. So I found the big gargoyle in this one is the best for permanent creature.
You have sprung a trap.
Yeah, I know. But not the best overall. For the other game, however,
You cannot carry anymore.
yeah, I figured. I'll at least collect the gold and pop everything. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So the best creature in the second game, however,
pack is
which
full.
is Undiscovered Realms, is it's like a horse with fiery eyes, and it is really, really good. Usually I start out with cats and I
You
go from
cannot
there.
carry anymore.
Well, obviously I can, because there's room for that stuff, buddy.
You feel healthy.
Yeah, I don't think I could make room. Alright. For a while there, I was like always thinking that
You
when he
step
made
into the
noises,
portal.
there's another creature around, so I was like, what the heck? But it's just him. And I honestly didn't realize that until recently, even though I play this game so much.
Never have you seen such fine craftsmanship.
Actually, I have, and cheaper. I could put a socket in that, increase the price. Oh, I'm not too worried. We'll sell that bad boy. Try and make some room. I mean, I'm not a fan of selling potions, but at the same time, like, I'm tired of going back to town already.
You enter
So
the
sometimes
portal.
I only play for short periods of time because of that factor. It's been harder, like, I haven't had to do it as often because I've been on, the higher levels, and usually you don't get as far into it each time, and you don't cross so many, so you don't have to worry about that as much.
A trap has been sprung.
So yeah.
A trap has been sprung.
So just booby trapped up to wazoo today. I'm not gonna use that, I don't really need it. I tend not to use those if I don't need them, because I find that there's no need to, and it's just an extra, click. Alright, I think we'll go down first. Ooh. Almost done with this bad boy. So I'm still fairly new to recording and everything, so
You have
most times
sprung the
I
trap.
tend not to edit any of my videos because one, I'm still looking for software to do that, and two, because most times I just kind of take it as I go. I no longer have like an area set up to record, so right now I'm just currently hanging out on my couch recording. But I'm hoping that once I get moved into my new house in a couple months, then I'll be able to set up a space for recording again. So that way I can, you know,
You cannot carry anymore.
have a better setup with lighting and everything. Like, I mean, it's not terrible in here for lighting, but I mean, it could be improved. I would like to get, at one point, like one of those LED clouds to hang up in the background. I think that would be really sweet. But I'll just have to wait and see. And see how that goes. But I'm ordering a new webcam, so that should be interesting to test out as well.
You have sprung a trap.
So most of this is just for fun. I'm not intending to make any money on YouTube or any of that. This is just kind of a hobby that I've wanted to start. Although, you know, I took my last video was 9 months ago, so yeah, life got a little crazy there for a bit. So I'm hoping that, you know, if that happens again, that I'll be able to pick up and get back to it sooner this time around. I do plan on finishing up the cat lady before
You have
starting
sprung a trap.
any new games, like new series games.
Your pack is full.
I do have a game called The Letter that I have watched one of my favorite YouTubers play, and I actually would like to play it as well. It's a visual novel, and he ended up not finishing it because it was so long
step
and he
into
didn't
the
have that
portal.
many viewers at the end of it, and so I would like to personally finish it for myself, so I might as well just record myself doing it, kind of thing. But it's really long, so it would definitely be a series, and I feel like that one will just be a series for me personally, because it's something I want to do, so it's not really one that I think a lot of people will want to watch. But, you know, it is what it is. 32, okay, no. See, you can barely find anything in these shops. Like, you can gamble, but sometimes the gambling is not always the best. Wait, is that... Okay. That can be catch. Those
Good
two
day
can
to
be
you.
sold. I don't really have any... Let me see if she has any spells.
Be welcome, traveler.
God, my hair is like itching my eye today. Sorry if I keep hitting my microphone. I don't mean to.
At these prices,
My
it's
ceiling
practically
fan's like
stealing.
hitting it just right to where it's like bashing me in the eyeball. I think
You step into the portal.
I have a list going on for like what I actually want to play. And it's quite a long list at this point because I've seen a lot of games that I've wanted to play. And I'm hoping that with my port box that's coming in that I'll be able to use like a few different what's the word? Consoles on top of playing for PC. Ooh, lag. Hello. Jeez. Because I do have a PlayStation
You have
3,
sprung a trap.
a 2, a 4, a Switch. Maybe I can set it up with a DS. I have a 2DS and I have a 3DS, so maybe I can set it up with that. So I can see, because there is some really good games. Like Touch Detective is one of my favorite games. I've never really played Nancy Drew, so I played it like every now and again when I went to go to my best friend's house when I was a kid. But she would always like overtake it, so I never really finished Nancy Drew. So maybe that would be fun. I'm probably gonna be full up here in a second, but I figure just, you know, a nice wide variety. Might as well play some stuff I've never played before and enjoy the ride while I do. There's so many video games out there. Like, I definitely want to play a beginner's guide. I've seen a playthrough of it from a couple different people, and it's a very sad, but well-meaning game. I think after I finish the cat lady, Lorelei, and oh lord, there's one more. I'll think of the name later when I'm off recording. Of course I will. But I want to finish that as like a series whole before I start.
You cannot carry anymore.
There is a game called Dropsy that I watched
You step
John
into the
Wolf
portal.
play, and it was super interesting because it was all nonverbal. Like, it has sounds, but it's a nonverbal game that uses symbols on top of the characters' heads
You don't
while they
find a better
speak
deal than in my
to
shop.
symbolize that they're speaking. And I just absolutely love the art style. It's super cute, so I would love to play it and record it because I really want other people to see it as well because it's such a good game. I do want to
You
play
enter the
Fran Bow.
portal.
I do want to play Mr. Hops. But I want to play some of the other games that I haven't yet and that are already on my list. Like, I haven't played Portal before or Undertale. So a lot of these games are going to be brand new to me, even though they're not new to, oh, holy heck, the gaming community.
You have triggered a trap.
So that is my plan for my YouTube channel and streaming. So I hope that if you do find my channel and you do enjoy my videos and me rambling on, you stick around to see what else. So I am going to call this here. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you continue to. So thanks.